Tell CBC things that are obvious that they don't seem to talk about. Even, let's say, 40 years ago, there was already enough trade between Canada and other countries for people to not be poor or live in the conditions that they do in either countries. Like the poverty that I'm going through and how it's affected my health and how it's been documented, and how Canada is a lawless country where I won't be able to take people to court. Human rights tribunals don't seem to work, ombudsmans don't work. I've proven this in multiple provinces. So you keep talking about this false hope where new deals, new countries, shared values. It's not going to take people, let's say, with disabilities in Canada out of poverty, those deals. It's always going to reach the elites, and you can document it, CBC, if you care, that as the years develop, there'll still be a widening gap between the rich and the poor. So it's false hope to talk about changes in deals, right? It's about where the money goes and how we don't care enough about each other, and how the concept of human rights is really not something our species is capable of getting anymore. Or animal rights, really. So if you've seen CBC, my course online, which talks about, oh, so you think you've already got an ecocentric worldview, right? It's a longer video on my YouTube, and it shows the spectrum of worldviews. We are moving more towards the egocentric, not the ecocentric. And of course, ecocentric, every life form would have rights that would naturally come to us in the way we behave. So please stop pretending this is hope. It's not hope. Have the right conversation, CBC. Invite the right people who will say the right things. And, I did an essay with North Island College that was delaying me when they were signing me up, although there were articles in the paper I wrote in English. They say, oh, you're from Quebec. Not another country, but Quebec. Oh, you've already got a second cycle degree? Like a graduate degree? Oh, we'll still do the English test for you. And they didn't waive it. I gave them the form, you could waive this. No, they wanted me to pay $25. And then I did, the English test, and part of it was the essay, and I got a perfect grade on the essay, and the lady said I've never given a perfect grade before, and the topic happened to be critical thinking. Now I want my essay, and I can't get it. So that means my essay will be used by different instructors, I don't know around where, BC, Canada, I don't know, to teach about essays, and I won't be doing it. It's like a lot of universities. I talked to a couple. I said, oh, I have this program that you could give, and you can incorporate it, let's say life skills, in a lot of your service providing programs, like nursing or home support workers or whatever it is. And then they say submit it, but you probably won't be the one giving it. It'll be one of our senior staff. Now, some of these courses are mine, and nobody else can or would give them or have given them. They're like actually my creation, and they want other people, elites with universities, to give something that they won't be able to give as well as I would give them. UBC in the news, the exact wording UBC is they're not responsible for the extent of. So they know there's some, right? But they want to go through these games. Now, I've put a few things on my Facebook about advertising by foreign entities and using UBC, and I've tagged UBC, I don't know. And I sent no, not 200, 100 and something for a application fee, and I said, don't cash this unless one of your 10 programs mentions here really is seriously. Will I ever see that money again as a poor person, which I explain I'm a poor person in the letter. And it's not that I'm not poor because I don't have skill sets to work. Or I have crappy work standards. It's the opposite. I pursue quality as opposed to quantity, and I don't sell an image. I live a transparent life. Now, somebody like this would be what if we were sentient and sapient as a species, would be what you'd put on the news instead of this singer getting engaged yesterday, right? I mean, if you're not woohoo, you'd say, Martin, you are very different than the norm, and you walk the talk. You're not fake. What is it like for you to live among us? And I'm not saying you're a different species. I'm just saying billions of choices I've made and what I've prioritized has made me very different than you, which makes me have the disability of suffering from species alienation. And there's no cure for it to be given to me unless it's, brain damage. Because suffering from species alienation is because you, the norm, suffer from a variety of human domestication syndromes that have devolved your brains and reduced the ability as a collective to use the higher functions of your brain. So if I say that you do a lot of radio time about the marriage of Taylor Swift and don't talk about my stories, let's say in relation to my research, just one example, my research to enter a PhD program in the last couple of years. If you'd hear about this, it would show signs that there's real hope or that you're not part of the problem, CBC, right? But the thing is, your viewers might not be ready to grow up. You might not be ready to get too much into the complex reality of the human condition. And that's sad. It's sad.